All right there, guys, and welcome to a brand new YouTube video. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We're doing Kerbal Space Program. We've got a couple of episodes filmed so far. This is the first of the episodes. Let's see how we do. We do two missions in this, or we do two missions in this. Honestly, yeah. Enjoy the video, and I'll catch you on the other side. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us how you guys got on playing Kerbal Space Program in the comments below. Hello, welcome to a brand new YouTube video. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We are on Kerbal Space Program. We're doing the actual story mode. Probably do a couple of episodes of this, or maybe, I don't know yet. We'll see. We are doing this on stream every week. We'll see how far we get. On this first one, we're just going to do the first part of the missions, so we get used to it. You've got Gene Kerman, who helps you out to begin with, and he's a flight director, and he's just going to guide you through things. He basically just tells you how to move around. Thanks, I've got it. I don't need to know that much detail at this moment in time. I have done quite a bit of tutorial. The tutorial seems very detailed, and I was told it feels over detailed. So to avoid do some of the tutorial, but avoid the later bits because it doesn't make sense. So go back to tutorial every so often is basically the advice I was given. So I'm going to stick with that. Now we're going to go to mission control first. We're going to do this one. The main point to read is the bold bits. Give us a quick crew report before launching. It's fine if any of the lights recover any science experiment there from the curb. It doesn't matter when you do it. You've just got to achieve that. So you can have two things. Launch our first vessel. We'd like to officially start the space program with a bang, a very controlled bang. Launch your first vessel off the launch pad to achieve this goal. Sounds pretty simple and straightforward. So all we got to do is launch a ship. So let's take a look at what's around first. You got R&D. You got the administration building. This we'll look into probably if we ever get later on. You got your astronaut complex where you get your astronauts. So we've got Jebediah, Bill, Bob, and Valentina. Tracking station. If you got more things up. Space plane hangar. We have a space plane mission control where we just was to get them. And here, the final place. Well, not final place, because we've got a launch place as well. This guy just tells you about how to move your things around. I would advise listening to him a little bit. But what we're going to do first is we're going to put the MK1 command pod on top. And we need to get that down safely. So one of the first utility things is a parachute. Going through the tutorial, I got told to put this on 0.2. Quite straightforward. Yeah, so that's what I was basically told on the details. So that's not too bad. So it's 0.2 to start off with. They put it at the end later on. So we're just going to deal with 0.2 at this moment in time. We have no fuel tank. So we do just have to go with the flea. I always do that. I always click and drag. It's only just a click. We can make it a bit more aerodynamic. By pressing X, we can change the amount that goes on. So we're just going to change that many. Now we have to get some science data. So what we can have is this mystery goo. We need to put this in two places. Let's try not to overpress this time. Two places. So it's going to be there and there. Both of these are coming down to the ground, so it doesn't really matter. We've got to name the spaceship. So we're going to name this one Alpha. Oh no, we didn't change our flag. There we go, UK Space Agency. That's the flag we want. Wonderful. But yeah, I hope you all had a good Christmas. It was only a week or so back now. Hope you all had a great Christmas. Also, we can check where the center of massive balance is and things like that, which should be in and around the center to keep it steady. So yeah, basically that is ready to launch. Haha, the mistake I always make. It isn't ready to launch because down here, the booster and the parachute will go off at the same time. So I want the booster to go in this bottom one. The higher the number, the earlier in the process it is. So we want that, and then we want that. So that seems right. You know, that seems what we're going to be launching into space. It's so exciting. You know, do that. There's only two now, so if we press X, we can obviously make that to We can make it to loads of them. Now, let's go back to the 4, which we should have had. Just clicking here to launch. We generally have done our first thing that we're going to... the atmosphere. It won't go into space, as per se. Look how small it looks. Look at that beauty. How many have I got? I do have 4. Let's zone out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to press Z to full throttle. And then the space bar just there. This is going to fly into the air. Now we want a atmospheric pressure reading of the goo at this level. We're going to keep that. And then if we make it any higher, you'll see it slowing down now. We'll get that there. And then we'll click on this top bit. And we'll get a crew report while we're there. Now, when this reaches its maximum height, what we're going to do is we're just going to hit the space bar to unleash. There we go. We could do that because if you look on the left-hand side, it tells us when it's safe to do. It's the parachute little thing under 0. It was safe to do at that point. Now it's just going to spin back down and land, hopefully, on Earth. Without a thud and without everyone dying, would be an advantage here. There we go. Found the end of this. Oh, this isn't plugged in. Great. So as this flies to the ground, we just have to hope that we don't get too big of a thud. We are facing the wrong way, but it doesn't matter. A bit of a gamble on where we're going to land, but we should be fine. We'd be very unlucky to hit any of those buildings, put it that way. We do have to be a little bit careful not to hit the buildings. I should have, like, steered it a little bit further away. But they're not going to have far to reclaim it, are they? Let's be fair. They flip it round, and it's just right in front. It's not even as far as the thing was away. Nice. We've got our data that we needed. Let's recover the vessel and see what we've got from that. When you've recovered the vessel, you get a general, like, little gist of what you get. So we've got 7 science, 14 science, 3 science, 10 science. Not too bad. So we get a total of 55 science. Yeah. Funds that we got back. And there was our crew. Nice. So we can now spend that science by going into research and development. And we're just going to get that one. And we're going to get that one. This gives us a new fuel tank, a new solid fuel booster, and a liquid fuel engine. This one just here gives us communication, basically, as well as a decoupler. Very important, maybe. We go to mission control, and we've got no active now. We've managed to do our first 2. Now, let's have a look at this. That one looks awkward, because I don't know Alton speed yet. Maybe I'll find out next week. By flying a vessel an altitude of 70,000 meters to achieve this goal. I believe I can do that on this next one. I'm looking for something without this. See, none of these really drive me with confidence, should I say. So I'm not going to take any of these ones on at this moment in time. It is on easy, so I don't know where these are, which is a real shame. I don't know how to figure where they are out. So shall we launch that one and then? So we're going to launch one to get above 70,000 feet. But this is going to have a couple of important reasons why we're sending it up as well. So this is going to go first. But we're going to need, firstly, we're going to need a decoupler. Click. Oh, I did it first time that time. We are then going to have fuel, and we're going to add, I'm going to do, they nearly missed it. I'm going to do 5 of these. I'm so good at this. We've got to get above 70,000 feet, but that's fine. We might be able to manage that. We're going to need to make sure that we keep this pretty... The aerodynamics pretty well equalized, so there we go. We'll pop that down just there. That will decouple at a time to suit. And what we'll then add, obviously, is we'll need the science. Will we take 4 of them? Maybe 3. Thermometers, again, 3 thermometers, and that will go. That'll do 3 different areas. Probably could have done with 1 more thermometer, but that's fine. Now, this is going to be our beta rocket. This is our second rocket we're going to launch. Let's just take a look. So we have the thrusters, followed by the decoupler, followed by that. That looks about right. However, this time, I'm just going to put the minimum pressure to 0.75, right at the top there. The tutorial tells you to do that when you're getting a little bit higher, and I don't know why. I don't know the exact reasons. But that's what it says anyway. So we've got this. We'll see how high we get. Let's give it a go. So this is our second launch, and our final launch of this YouTube video. Let's see how... Look at this. Isn't it a beautiful rocket? We are going to try to avoid... what the issues that we had where we was coming down last time. So we are going to put a little bit of a bend onto it. So full power. We're going to toggle SAS. We're just going to add that little bit of a curve just like that. That'll just take us far enough away so I know that we won't be coming down near here. We'll go a little further. And that's fine. So we're after 70,000 here. Obviously, let's just roll in a little closer. We've got 3 of these. So, firstly, we're going to log the temperature from here. We'll log the temperature now. This would be a great place to observe the goo. It's now getting very cold. How high will we get is the question. Will we reach high enough to achieve what we want? It was 70,000 we was after. We are pretty much headed out of the atmosphere. So we'll go around and we'll get another temperature log. We're up to 50. It's still moving up all right. We'll get the crew report now. We could get another goo report just here. Let's take a look. It seems to be getting very cold now. Not quite hit 70,000 yet. And we've still got 1 goo report that we can do. Here's the 70,000 number. We're just going to level it up slightly. We've already done that goo. Have we done every goo? No, we haven't. We can do this goo. Should we wait till we get to 80,000 for this coup? No, we'll observe it now. We're pretty much there. It's became very brittle. Nice. We've done that data. We're actually in space now, but from the upper atmosphere, we'll keep the experiment. What's this one? This is from while flying over. So we'll keep that. We can always find the extra science when and where. Whoops, nearly did that. So we'll keep that experiment. We'll now decouple. And as you can see just here, we're safe to unleash that. Now, we've gone a decent distance. That's where we started from. So we've gone quite a distance here. We'll just do that. We'll just go in by the side just so that... And we'll slowly edge down. Yeah, that was our second flight. It's not too bad. We reached quite a height there as well. Jebediah seems happy. He'll be happy if the parachute comes out, and it should do. It is blue in that bottom left-hand side. The music stopped for some reason in the game. Not ominous in the slightest, but I tell you what, we'll go to 4 times warp speed as we fall from the sky. Jebediah looks really happy. If you press V... This is his internal view. He's having a ball. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Let's get out of that view. As he's coming to the ground at a decent rate of knots. Jebediah's dead. Must try harder next time.